Something's very strange with my with my something's very strange with my phone right now. Unfortunately, that's not great. It's like flashing and blinking. Is that better? Yeah, everything was like flashing and blinking. Not great. Seems like it's better now. Hey everybody. Let me adjust the camera, get a little closer. Look, we got my cowboy boots in the background. This is Gus. Gus is gonna get a nail clip before I start coloring. Oh, thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Let me get serious. There we go. Wow, all of a sudden everything's so clear. Everybody's good. Hope you guys are good. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Jackie. Jackie's from the American Vancouver. Leah says hi to Gus. Here, Gus. Here. Gus, you got to do work. Sorry if it's lagging, you guys. Pipsqueak is good. He's right over here. We can say hi to everybody. It should be pretty good. I've done this before, and I'm using my phone internet instead of. Oh, thank you, Leah. I'm using my phone internet instead of the Wi-Fi, so it should be okay. I'm sorry to hear about Milo. Search for some remedies. I'm sure you've talked to the vet, but there is a urinary support supplement that may help. Good morning, Shauna. Morning, Michelle. Okay, so I'm going to, yes, I'll show you the pages that I printed, but before I get coloring, I'm going to trim Gus's nails. So I printed out the one with BB and some piggies, and then I printed out the desert scene. By the way, if you're just joining us and you want to color and you don't want to buy the coloring book, that's fine. There are 3 sample pages. Another thing to consider, if you had an iPad, the app Procreate is actually very affordable. It's like $9, I think, for this drawing app, and you could bring any of these pages into Procreate and you could color that way. You could color digitally with an Apple Pencil. Not as affordable with the coloring. If you join Patreon at the $5 level, then you get the coloring book, and then you could go to the dollar store and you could get some crayons, and for $6 you could be coloring. And actually they have some pretty awesome coloring books at the dollar store too. Not drawn by me, of course, and not 100% guinea pig related. If you guys want to help out, oh, thank you, Stephanie. How do you make a guinea pig fat? My guinea pig's really skinny. Please help me by answering some questions. Rolled oats is good. Pellets, a consistent bowl of pellets, but you just really always want to make sure that hay is the most important. Oh, thank you, Leah. hay is the most important part of their diet. I have, of course, a guinea pig care guide. Thank you, Jason. Oh man, you're being so generous. Thank you. Merry Christmas to our king who helped us guinea pigs. Oh, thank you, Jason. Yes. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday to Jesus. So I don't know if this is broadcasting backwards or not, or if it flips it around. I think it usually flips it. So I'll probably color the title page. Now, when you print it, it prints a little bit off center. Not off center, but depending on how the margins go. But if you have, if you wanted to frame these, usually a frame comes with a mat. Thank you, Michelle. Usually a frame will come with some kind of a mat around it, so you can always just slide it a little bit center in the mat of the frame. So, is the coloring book shipped or printable? It's printable. You can print it right now. It's just a PDF, and that way you can print it over and over. So if you screw up on some colors, or if you want to try it in a different color, you know, or if you have kids, or if there's a group of people and everybody wants to color the same page. And also sometimes when you're trying to tear out the pages of a coloring book, you rip them. So, oh, you're welcome, Marissa. I'm glad that you've learned from the videos. Okay, so Gus has almost finished his pepper, so I better get going on the nail clips. Yes, you see it. And just in case, I have the styptic powder. I have a link to this in my taming section. So that's the styptic powder that we use at the rescue, but any styptic powder should be fine. Look at these massive nails. And here, keep going. You can tell he's a pretty young boy because his nails are still pretty thin. You better be nice to me, Gus. Okay, so sorry I can't read the chat right now while I'm focusing on the nail clips. So if anybody has any guinea pig care related questions, I hope you guys will all help answer. And I set up Santa Claus. Wait, you're gonna go and try to bond my two pairs of girls. Oh, that should work out pretty well. I think that should, you've got a pretty good chance for success. Oh, was that too close? Didn't quite get the quick, but I guess you're very sensitive on that side. So, you know, it's better. First of all, it's better to be conservative than to go too far. But these nails are not as bad as the other ones. I wonder why. But you got some crud on your finger. Maybe you're just going to need a bath. All right. But it's way better to do this. Yes, this is a sweet bell pepper. These are, we're lucky enough to have these. This is 99 cents. Well, maybe it's $1.25. Prices definitely have gone up. But you know what? If you eat healthy, and you know, people think that eating healthy is more expensive, but we're blessed out here to have a 99-cent only that has a lot of fresh produce, and sprouting at home is actually pretty cheap. I sprout sunflower seeds. You can get a gigantic bag of sunflower seeds anywhere to feed the birds, and usually over half of them will sprout. Of course, you can buy sprouting seeds where almost all of them will sprout. Those are a little bit more expensive, but still. I do have a guinea pig garden video. Yes, I've made a couple videos about, that's it, we did it. I made a couple videos about um, the dollar store, the 99-cent store. But you'd be surprised. You can find dried beans and dried lentils and other things that you can sprout um, from even Dollar Tree. Let me take a sip. I got some almond milk pumpkin spice creamer. Mmm. Oh man, look at that. Saskia gave this to me for Christmas. Of course, you can sprout dried beans. How do you think beans make more beans? You have to soak them overnight. So this, speaking of sprouts, this mug says sprouts inside it. I don't know if it actually came from the grocery store sprouts. Oh man, I'm gonna drink this coffee too fast. Who's chattering? Who's that? The coolest thing about sprouts, if you watch my guinea pig garden videos and you get the book that I recommend, you'll realize that you can sprout things in the dark. It needs to be a slightly warm place, but I found a heating pad because it actually gets pretty cold in my kitchen now in the winter. But I found a heating pad for under $10 that you can put in a cabinet and it'll keep your sprouts warm. Oh, Jason, thank you so much. Say thank you to Jason. Can they eat all sprouts? I don't know if they can eat all sprouts, but the sprouts that I recommend in that video, they can eat. They can definitely eat many, many sprouts. In fact, guinea pigs can actually eat sprouts of vegetables that we don't recommend. For instance, broccoli. We don't really recommend giving guinea pigs broccoli, but broccoli sprouts are actually pretty good for them. But everything in moderation, right? Hey, Jerky. You're so squirmy, Gus. It's so funny how you have different relationships with different piggies. Some piggies I'm extremely gentle with, and some piggies I'm a little bit more playful with. Gus actually is such a jerk to Popeye that I'm a little bit more, I don't know, not aggressive, but I don't know what the word is. I give him what he dishes out. And since he's a jerk and since he runs around and chases Popeye, then that's what I do to him. Right? Right? Also, the more aggressive and playful I am with him, I feel like the more he's going to become tame. He was pretty skittish, and now, if I sit here and I let him chew on my finger and you better be nice to me, and I kiss him and I'm more aggressive with him, I think then that teaches him to not be afraid. And he's already come out of his shell a lot. Hey, Cristobal. Hey, Lexus. Yeah, it's a nice cup. I will say it's a small cup, but it has a very interesting shape. I think Saskia actually had some of these at the live shopping. Bibi, come down. So I'm going to put Gus back. I think Gary also needs a nail clip, and then we'll start coloring. And to be honest, so my phone's plugged in, but I shouldn't be live for much more than an hour or two because I have to change every cage here. I have to do laundry for practically every fleece pad. I was working really hard to finish the coloring book, and I volunteered on Monday, and last night I drove basically to LA. I drove to Avery's house to pick up some piggies. There's so many borders that even though someone contacted me and they had to surrender pigs that they had a family crisis and they were stuck on the East Coast. They had to surrender the guinea pigs back to the rescue, and normally they would be able to go right into the rescue, but because we're so full of boarders, I have to keep them here for a couple weeks. So they're actually out in the living room right now. Oh, Gussie, Gussie, Gussie. Gus is so cute, but he's such a jerk. He gives me the side eye. Oh, but I love you guys because you're so fluffy. Um, yeah, we can. They're pretty grimy right now. They're very cute though. No, they're not boarders. They were surrendered. I actually have a bunch of new piggies to introduce. Hey, Jasmine. Okay, but I need to clip Gary's nails. So let me do that. These are my fancy green bells that I believe Jackie sent me these. Okay, look at my fancy pajama pants. They're just like a warm winter fleece. Mr. Gare, there he is. You ready for a nail clip? Oh, I guess you're not. Come on. I got treats though. I got treats. Yeah, these nails need trimming. What are you eating? Your nails are going so fast. Oh, Jason, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're being so generous. It's really warms my heart. Well, that's good. Yeah, we used to give our guinea pigs broccoli when I was a kid, but you know, there's a mixed sentiment about broccoli, and I just figure I'd rather give them other things, but I definitely give them broccoli sprouts. I was telling my dad this the other day that sprouts have more phytonutrients than the vegetables that they sprout into because they're condensed. They're growing. Okay. You smell Gus. You're right, I promised. I promised. Hey, Jay. No, red-eyed guinea pigs are pretty common. I don't have any at the moment. You know, I very rarely get to choose which guinea pigs I have. They pretty much they find me. You're sitting on it. Okay, one more sip of coffee. Oh, this coffee tastes so good. It's silk almond. Alexis, the rescue mission went very well, even though it was 6 hours of driving in torrential rain. It was like 3 hours of driving in the rain to get to Avery's house, and then I was there for about 5 minutes, and it was pouring rain. They were standing in their garage, and I was just like, kept yapping and yapping because it's like after a 3 hour drive, you know, you want to stop and take a break. Oh no, this is almond milk. I saw this. They had a deal at the 99 cent only. It was silk almond creamer that's pumpkin spice flavored. So good. I believe this chair came from Walmart. It's actually just black. This is just a fleece that I put over top of it. So that's what's pretty cool. You can put any cover you want on it and then wash it when the guinea pigs pee on it. Okay, Gare Bear. Maybe I can do your back feet first. Gary's got reddish dark paws, so I got to be careful here. So and I've been conservative, and so his quick is probably grown out longer than it should. Let me do the back paw. How do you get the coloring book? Look in the description, Sally. There's two ways that you can do it, but go to my website and you can get it today. You can get it right now. You could have it and be printing it out in 5 minutes. And hopefully in about 5 minutes, we're going to start to color. You guys don't wait for me. Feel free to start coloring now. And I'd love it if you tag me in an Instagram post, I will check it out. And if it's the coloring thing, then I will I'll share it on my story. So I will share all of your colorings. Okay, front paws. Flickle chickle, get the styptic powder, and curling under means you've waited way too long, like these. But guinea pig's nails curl at different lengths. It's better to trim a little short and use the... Let me kiss your foot. I kiss your feet, my prince. Prince Gary. Oh, that's cool. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Yes, I saw. Solvang is already coloring. I'm so glad that Solvang made it all the way. Hey, don't you chatter at me. Don't chatter, Gary. Hey, Marissa. She's got to get out of here. Well, thank you for dropping in. What? What about my hair? I cut my hair, yeah, like during the summer. And I haven't brushed it since. I haven't had to comb it. It was time. And actually it's warmer now because I got to trim the sides. This is not a fashion video, but having all this hair up here, it's actually warmer than just tying it back and shaving the sides. So, you know, it's low maintenance, and I can focus on taking care of the animals, and that's what's important. There you go. Wow, Patricia's in France. Yes. Well, that flickle, that might be a good reason to wait on the nail clipping. Or the flip side could be, if you are already handling them and doing all that stuff, what's another 5 minutes to trim their nails? Anyways, the styptic powder and using the green bells. Yes. In the springtime, I might shave the sides and whatever. Until the nail curls, they can wait. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Hi, Gary. Give me some love, Gary. Give me some love. Oh, man, you almost finished this entire pepper. Let me see this chubby face. I'll be on for probably about an hour, maybe. Look at look at those cheeks. Look at those cheeks. Look at their face. You smell good, Gary. Gary. I love this Gary. So my relationship with Gary is kind of like a adoration. I'm not very rough with him. He's getting older too, um, but I try to scratch under his chin. But he's a nibbler. I think that's how he ended up at the shelter because he's a biter. Ah, careful! It rained here for the past day. Come here. Look at this chubby face. Look at that face. Come on. Come here. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow, one-horse open sleigh. Or nope. What about you sing your hits, Red Eyes Rock? Red Eyes Rock. Red Eyes Rock. Yeah. Oh, Angie, thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. That's Canadian money. It's got a moose on it. I'm no demon. I'm no ghost. I'm just a piggy who likes rock and roll. Okay, let's color. Let's color. We'll do a camera. Set the camera up. Aw, you're just distracting me, Gary. This is my whole day. And then after we finish coloring, I've got to get to work. I got to change all these piggy cages. Every cage in here needs to be cleaned. All the fleece needs to be done. Maybe I'll even pull out a hammy later. I've got 6 hamsters here. One's missing a paw, and one of them's a big Syrian, and one of them bit me already. that's why they were in danger, because they were biters. Ow. Ow. You're a biter. That's why you got sent to the shelter. You're still a biter. Ow. I think that's it. Some little kid got Gary, and Gary bit him or her, and they're like, he may be cute, but let's get rid of him. He's not safe. He's a monster. Look at this carrot, Gary. But you know what? That's why you need a cuddle sack. People say, why do my guinea pigs bite me? It's because you're putting your finger in their face. It's like, if my finger's out of reach, you can't get it. You want to try it? Try this one. Try this one. The pinky's the softest. They smell like green peppers. Tasty smelling fingers. Fat sassy pants. I love Syrian hamsters. They're so funny. Okay, Gary, you gotta go. I gotta get some coloring going. I wonder who's mellow enough that can sit with me while I color. Nate, you want to sit with me while I color for a minute? Come on. Nope. What about you, Mr. Squeakers? Come here. What about BB? What about the new guy? Come here, new guy. Oh. Come here, Grapey. Okay, this is Grape. Grape came from, what's going on with your eye? Is that just a reflection? Let me see. Let me see. This is Grape. I guess it's just a reflection. This is Grape. Hey, Irene. I saved them today, or yesterday, last night. I saved a pair of well, not really saved, but I'm fostering a pair of piggies that we didn't have space because we're so full with holiday boarders. But this is Grape. I rescued him on Monday, and of course, there's no space at the rescue right now. There's doubly no space because everyone's surrendering their guinea pigs, and at the same time, people are going away. Oh no! The hamsters are in plastic bin cages that I modified with what do you call it? The mesh. I followed the instructions of a hamster rescue. Yes, well, Alexis, you're going to have to come here. Hi, Grape. Grape's a handsome boy. I'd say he needs a nail clip, too. You want a nail clip? Come on. He is a squirmer, and he's very shy. Who knows how much... Whoop! Who knows how much handling he's ever had. But I was at the Downey shelter and I was rescuing these hammies, and they said, we have a guinea pig named Grape. And I said, all right, he's coming with me. Can't leave him behind, even if it means fostering him for a year. Good boy. Even though it's standing room only, I got cages on the floor now. I'm going to have to modify my closet to put more cages in there. But hopefully when the boarders leave, they'll be taking the piggies from the shelter. You need a bath. Okay, you don't want this? You don't want this? Okay. Let's put him back and let's do some coloring. Let's color. Oh, I better plug in. Yeah, I just need a bigger house, but I really like my house and I like my mortgage. My brother, he's in escrow on a 4-bedroom house with a pool and a hot tub. And he lives by himself and he's got no kids. But I'm gonna have to go visit. I'm definitely gonna have to go visit. He's moving. He lives in the San Diego area. What is escrow? Oh, you're either it's different in this country or you're just a baby. Escrow is when you have put an offer that's been accepted on the house, and they have to iron out all the details, because after you agree on the house, then you get an inspection and you have to do all this stuff. You don't just show up with a briefcase full of money. Buying a house is there's loans involved and all sorts of things. Well, maybe some people will show up with a briefcase full of money. Okay, I'm going to do this one first. So let's let's get closer here. And then that's a fun view of BB's. BB, come on. This is the trash can that I put BB's lunch platter on. Come on. He's been very shy today. Okay. Here we go. How about that? Can't really zoom in anymore, but I guess I could try to lower the tripod. How's that? So there we go. There. So I was looking for my crayons and I couldn't find my entire crayon collection mysteriously disappeared. So I have these fancy colored pencils. It's possible that these are just like the cheapest color pencils from Walmart. And then I've got these markers, also probably from Walmart. Because when you live out in the sticks, in a rural area, a lot of times Walmart's like your only option for things. Okay, so I will check back. So I'm looking this way, and then I'll keep checking back at the, oh, I love watercolor pencils too. The thing about watercolor pencils is you probably want to print on the thickest paper you can. Yeah, of course, Amazon's a great place for art supplies if you don't have a Michael's nearby. Or if by chance there's a small mom and pop art shop, obviously, I would recommend supporting a small local art supply shop. Because a shop like that can actually tell you about the materials you're using. It's important as an artist to experiment with your materials, and that can get expensive. So being guided in the right direction by somebody who knows what they're doing. So I'm going to start with the pencils and we'll see how that goes. And that's what's great about these, like I said, is if I screw up or if I want to try a different technique, then I can print it out and try again. That's how you get really good at drawing, is you draw over and over the same thing. I drew these on Procreate on my iPad. Okay, so I've got yellow and orange and red. So I wonder if you can guess what I'm going to start drawing first. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I thought there was still a guinea pig on my lap, but it was my stomach. Okay. Let's see how these things work. Ooh, not too shabby. They're definitely light, but I'm using light pressure. There's so many different approaches to coloring with a coloring book, right? you could do all one color in color blocks, or you could do like a fade. There's lots of different ways. But I'm experimenting with these colors. Okay, let's try this yellow. There is a fly in here that's been buzzing around my head. I don't know how he got in, but he's not making me happy. I tried to catch him with like a plastic bag rather than, I don't like killing flies if I don't have to. Get out of here. Can we come closer? Yeah, we could try to come closer. I gotta lower the tripod way down. And I guess if I have to, I could put on, I've got like a tripod that you wear. Let's see. Is that better? A little better. I mean, I'm not, this is more about us having fun together. This is not like some coloring tutorial or anything. I can try to tilt this up too a little bit. How's that? That's a little better. You know, something that I guess maybe a lot of artists don't know, but children instinctively know, is that if I'm doing a line like this, instead of trying to move my fingers in a weird way, rotating the paper so that I can draw in the most comfortable direction for my hands just makes it so much easier. Now, this is something that kids do all the time, and actually in the program Procreate, you can rotate the canvas very easily just by using finger gestures like that, and it makes it so you can draw lines very easily. This whole thing was drawn on an iPad. I mean, it's not like this is a masterpiece or anything, but the ability to use an Apple Pencil and an iPad, it really does feel like drawing. The only thing is, now that I'm drawing on paper, I wish I could zoom in to color and then zoom out. The problem with the printer, the only problem with the printer is that you need to have certain margins. And I didn't want the image to be cut off. I guess you could also take this to Kinko's or the printing place and have this printed on larger paper, and then you could make your own poster. So yes, there are, let's get back to the coloring book. There are 3 free coloring pages, and then the cover, you could also print the cover out if you wanted to. This is one of the pages. This actually is one of my favorite ones. We had a rainbow today. So you don't have to buy the coloring book. You can just, BB, I'm drawing you right now. You can just do the free samples that I've given. Man, I'm going to have a busy day today, so it's actually kind of fun to just chill and focus on this for a little bit. But then the rest of the day is going to be taking care of all the animals. Man, BB, it looks just like you. I hope I have a peachy color. I've got a light brown, or ooh, I've got like a lavender. Can I make your beak lavender, BB? Let me do some experimenting. I don't know if you guys watch any arts and crafts channels, but they can be really fun and really relaxing to watch, as well as you learn a lot. The winter time is a really great time of year to do crafts, to do art, to sit at home, put on some music. Yes, my patrons, I was posting the coloring book as I was making it on my Patreon page. So it's not a surprise to the patrons. And I asked them what they wanted to see. And lots of people said that they hoped that there would be BB. There's even the goldfish, because some people said that they wanted to see the goldfish. Oh, this is fun. The one thing about color pencils is you can definitely get a little bit more detail than you can with crayons. But I love crayons. There's nothing like crayons. BB. But I will say, I don't necessarily know if these are the best color pencils in the world. This fly in here is driving me crazy. If I don't do something about it, I'm going to have 10 flies in here. Get out of here. Okay, let's get through this yellow. So I said before, if you guys color, you can send it to me through email, scottiesanimals@gmail. You can post it on Instagram and you can tag me. And I wanted to do this on Christmas so that, and I wanted it to be a download because I figured I could announce it today or yesterday, and then if you guys wanted, you could have it. You don't have to worry about it going into the mail. And it's like a last minute thing, and you can share it. You could just email a page to somebody, you know, or the entire PDF. I think the PDF might, I don't know. These are like 300 DPI. So these are really, there's no pixels. Okay, I want to do a little shading under the wing here. And a little under your legs. And a little back here. This is one of the first few pages I did. This is one of the first page I did, I think, that actually turned out really good. When you look at the book, you can see some of the pages turned out better than others. Okay, let's go for an orange for the beak, and then we can highlight. I'm going really light because you can always go heavier later. Okay, BB, what color are your eyes? They're like a deep, deep, deep red. BB, look! That's you! What color Space House? Oh, well, I have lavender. Ooh, there goes the coffee. I have purple, but I have orange. I think purple. Let's make the Space House purple while we've got it. Oh, you know what? What's cool actually is the texture of this book is coming through and making it look like I'm painting on fancy watercolor paper. Man, did I just discover like a secret coloring book technique? I don't know if you guys can see this, but you could probably hear it. It sounds like I'm scratching a record. It is important, especially with colored pencils, to draw in one direction and not just scribble randomly. I'm not the best colorer. It's definitely a skill. Uh-oh. You can see some of the markings, some of the indentions in the book. But that's something, right? You could put the coloring book on different surfaces. Now that I've got a light color, I'm going to go back a little heavier. And like I said before, I don't think these are the best colored pencils necessarily. If we're talking about brightness, but they're not bad. It's amazing how I'm not the greatest artist ever, but a good artist can draw with anything, just like a good musician can play on like a student instrument and make it sound great. It's not always about your tools, it's about your intentions. But good tools help. Okay, let's take a look at some of these I better finish this coffee. This fly is helping me drink it. Oh man, pumpkin spice almond milk creamer. Okay, let's see. Do we have another purple? Is this black? Okay. Where's my red? Gotta go back. BB's tongue. The nose holes. The inside of the beak. Okay. This part I'm going to try to make it a darker purple. So I'll probably have to add some black. I think I'm going to be chasing this fly all afternoon. Try to get him out the window or out the door. BB, come on. Look, have some breakfast. Davy has a guinea pig. Davy, have you read my guinea pig care guide on my website? It's got a lot of fun facts, details, and information. Okay, I'm going to use blue and black. Let's start with the blue, just to get a little variation here. Yeah, I think that helps. I might not even need the black. I don't want to make it muddy if I don't have to. Just something to show that this is the side, not the top. You know what? I'm going to try a little black, very lightly, for a shadow. Very lightly, BB. I guess I get carried away. A 23-mile hike. That's practically a marathon. Okay. I guess this is just going to be a simple brown. But let's see. I'm going to angle this side like this. Maybe instead of just a simple brown, I'll try to do it like a wood pattern. So I'll do it like that. Oh, did I miss one? Oh my gosh, Guinea Pig Talks, thank you so much. I wish I had like a horn. Like, bwah, bwah, bwah. I'm scrolling back to see if I missed any. Thank you, Guinea Pig Talks. Merry Christmas to you as well. What, BB? Oh my gosh, Guinea Pig Talks. Thank you so much. Sweet dreams. Now, if I had 100 color crayons, then I could find a closer color. I can't find my crayons today. So these color pencils will have to do. I'm still having fun. Okay, let's try this white. It's not really doing much. I think white acts more like a blender. I want it to look like wood a little bit. Why are you crying, BB? Don't cry, BB. Oh, that might have been too bright. Maybe orange instead of yellow. Maybe an actual red instead of a... But this is fun. I can just experiment. What does Bob Ross say? There's no mistakes, only happy accidents. Right, BB? Okay. Now we're going to do the wood going in this direction. So I think I'm only going to have time right now to do one coloring book page. And then I'll share maybe I can do some more over the rest of the winter. These are not Christmas themed. These will be fun to draw all year round. I wanted that to be the case. That's very important. Okay, a little orange here. Okay. How do you color something white that's already on white paper? Well, you just do shading around the parts that would be darker, or you can just leave it. You don't need to color something white if the paper's already white, right? For example, if this was Carefresh white bedding, I could just leave it. Maybe that will be the case. Yes, if you did a picture of Pippi, the picture of Pippi, you could leave it. You could leave him white, but that is a lot of space uncolored. So you might think about shading it You can shade it with black or with blue or brown. A really great exercise that a lot of artists do is if you have an egg or a mug, something white, in your mind tells you that it's white. But if you look at an egg, it's the color of the room. If you look at a ceramic mug, it's not white, it's the color of things that are next to it because it's reflecting those colors. So whatever's next to it, it's going to take on that color slightly. So now I'm trying to get some wood texture. I don't know what color these piggies are going to be. Better start thinking about it. Unfortunately, I don't have that many colors. This is only a 12 color. But you know, when you have 12 colors, it means that you're going to have, it's going to look pretty consistent. So this shape right there, is that a negative space or is that more fluff? I'm going to say that it's a negative space. It's the darkness. BB, you can't just eat all of those seeds. You got to eat your breakfast. Don't give me that. Oh my goodness. Thank you. BB, you're wanted on the camera. BB. He's up there. He's eating some millet seeds. There you go, boys. Maybe you can't just eat those seeds. Ugh. Okay, let's keep drawing. Is BB short for something? Yes, that. Oh, thank you, Guinea Pig Talks. It's funny because BB's name was Tweety. And I used to sing to him and talk to him like a baby. And Tweety just evolved. I used to say, rocking the treetops all day long, rocking and bopping and singing your song, tweet, tweet, rockin' robin, beep, beep, beebly, beep. And I just was talking to him like a baby. And so I called him Tweety, and then I call him Tweeby, and then I call him BB. I do, BB. And it just evolved over time. I don't know. That's very weird. But that's what happened. His real name is Tweety. Tweeby. My little Tweeby. Right, Tweeby? So you can search, and there's some old videos where it says his name is Tweety. Hey, Tweeby. Hi, little Tweeby. Tweeby baby. You are. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Merry Christmas, Amy. Okay, we got to tilt this up again. Get a better angle here. Got to keep my palette organized. I kind of like the soft pastel color of these pencils. It's not very intense. And then I could go back and accent it with some markers. BB, come on. Come down here. That's probably very loud. Come on, have some lunch. Oh, it's getting windy out there. Half of my trip last night was pouring rain and it was flooding everywhere. And it's very dangerous, but we definitely need that water out here. Okay. I need a green. I need a green brown. Yay! BB, you're coming down. Come here. Come on. Come over here. Okay, where's my brown? Here it is. It's crazy to think that some places are so flooded, other places are in so much drought, and yet there's fresh water makes up for like 1% of the total amount of water on Earth. Something like that. Okay, so I don't want these pellets to be perfectly green. They're kind of like a dried green color. Maybe even with a little black. I can just fill in some textures. There's no rules. You can do anything you want. That looks pretty good, actually. Put a little more brown in there. Okay, what color bowl? What color bowl? Well, I do have the purple bowl to match the purple corner. This is the corner space house that Saskia designed. I'm sure you recognize it. The Piggy's Choice Space House. Why don't I do an orange bowl since I have an orange bowl? Oh, Merry Christmas, Christina. Yes, they are Piggy's Choice pellets. Well, actually, maybe they're Small Pet Select non-GMO soy-based pellets. That's what I usually get, but when I run out, I like to mix the pellets. I don't think that you have to have the same pellets all the time. But my piggies definitely like the small Pet Select pellets. They eat them up like crazy. But these are imaginary pellets. Right now, my real pellets, I am in the middle of finishing up some small Pet Select pellets in the bin, and then I have some Piggy's Choice pellets also. So I really do have an orange Piggy's Choice bowl. I have a purple one and I have a blue one. That bowl is brighter than this. Let's see how bright I can make it. This has canvas. It's probably making me go through the pencil a lot faster. Okay, let's use the darker. This is like a red orange. Okay, let's try a little shading. What? I don't even know if the markers would work over top of the color pencil. That looks nice. Ah. Let's see if we can do a little yellow highlight right in the middle. Can you see it? Barely. That's a fun sound and it kind of feels like a massage. Ooh, that feels good. Okay. So yeah, for instance, this water bottle, I could make it blue or it could be that milky white color. I'm going to make it clear and then the water will be blue and the background, let's see. Well, we'll see. I want to use some colors that I haven't used. So let's get the hay, this light green first. Because this is hay, I can be like really sketchy. It doesn't have to be smooth. It can have the hay texture. You can even color outside the lines. I was the worst colorer when I was a kid. Even now, I'm not great, but I'm trying harder. There was always, I was like, I always fancied myself an artist, but when it came to coloring, I was not good at it. And then there was these kids at school that were usually girls who were like, they would do this beautiful coloring job. And I'd be like, man, why can't I color like that? Patience. It's patience. It's all patience. So yeah, you know, these grids, I can go for white grids or black grids probably. The white might look really cool. It might have a whole lot of contrast. But then maybe this shouldn't be Carefresh. Maybe it should be Pine Shavings. I don't really have tan. So maybe it has to be Carefresh, and I'll show you how I would shade it. My hand's dirty. I smudged it there somehow. Let's color the piggies. Well, let me think about the piggies while I color the water. Maybe the piggies should be brown. Whatever colors I have. You know what? A slight circular motion is probably the best for the water. There's probably a coloring masterclass on YouTube somewhere. Lightly. You hear the wind, BB? We went from rain to wind. What's next? Probably won't snow. I bet the mountain's covered in snow. Okay. There we go. Maybe just a little darker. And a little light to show that it's clear plastic. These spouts can be any color, but I think this one's white. So I'll just do this. Look at that. With a little shadow. So something that's white, you can do it like that. And this is silver, right? So how do you do silver? Maybe with some blue. Shines and reflections. Like that. BB! Okay. Gather my colors. What colors do I have? You know, if you want, you could always make a purple pig, or a blue pig, or a green pig. So let's see. But you want to use what colors you have. And I have browns. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jay. In pounds. Thank you, Jay. BB. And I hope you guys did your Christmas dinner shopping. You know, it doesn't matter if you celebrate Christmas or not. If you forget to go shopping when everything closes, there used to be some years where if I was living alone and I didn't have anywhere to go, and then I forgot to get food beforehand, there was some years where I was eating soup or crackers or practically nothing because I forgot to get food beforehand. BB, come over here. Okay, let's see. I have a light brown, but I went shopping earlier, so I'm going to make some mashed potatoes. And I've got some frozen spinach, so I'm going to make some creamed spinach. And I have some vegan chick apostrophe N. Man, that stuff is good. I even have a frozen pizza I could make. I don't want to talk about diet right now. I've got enough stuff to make salad, a big salad mix. And I have some funky, weird green tomatoes that need to get on the windowsill. Okay, I want this orange piggy, or this brown piggy, to be a little bit brighter. And I want him to have some light feet. There, that orange is making it pop. Maybe I'll make this piece a goodie. You guys know what a goodie is, right? How can I make it a goodie? What am I doing for Christmas? Really, I'm just going to be taking care of my animals. I think tonight, maybe tonight I'll watch It's a Wonderful Life. Last year I watched Elf, and I hadn't seen Elf for a really long time. And it was a lot better than I remember. I remember thinking it was okay, but I really liked it. Ooh. A vegan dinner, that's coconut lentil spicy soup. Yeah, I have a bunch of dried lentils. I love lentils because you don't have to soak them like regular beans. Lentils cook in 15 to 20 minutes, even if they start out dry. Okay. I know this looks weird, but I want to get the agouti flecks in. Before I do a darker color. Here, can you see? Elf is great. I mean, I think Will Ferrell is freaking hilarious. Okay, dark brown. I really want there to be a nice contrast right at this edge. I don't know, I'm spending way too much time. I got to get to taking care of the animals. This is just for fun. I got to get back to work. Before I know it, the sun's going to set. So, but you can see I'm going to stay until I finish coloring this page, so you can see how much work I've got left. BB, what are you doing in there? There's an empty guinea pig cage base plastic tub thing that I use as a carrier, and BB's in it. You come over here and have your breakfast. BB. What are you doing in there? Come on. Come over here. Ah, yes, Home Alone. The original Home Alone is an excellent Christmas movie. When I watch It's a Wonderful Life, I always cry. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, you old building and loan! Merry Christmas! My lip's bleeding, Bert! My lip's bleeding! Ha ha! Oh, thank you, Jennifer. You're being so generous. Thank you for all your support. Zuzu's pedals! My robe, please. Oh. Oh, a fella doesn't find himself in a situation like this very often. Zuzu's pedals! Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Okay. Look at this. Look how the agouti turned out. Yes. I'm sure you guys have plenty of things to do. You guys better be baking Santa Claus cookies. Santa Claus works really hard, especially this year. Can't leave him without cookies. I'm happy about how this turned out. I need to separate the background a little bit more. These are too close. I need to make this darker. There we go. Just a little bit more pressure. BB, come over here. There's nothing for you to eat in that thing. Okay, what color should his nose be? And what's my closest color to pink? I want to do some pink paws. Pink paws, pink paws. I guess the closest thing that I have to pink is either this lavender or a really light red mixed with white. Maybe let's try it. Let's put white down first. One thing is the white does make the lines a little cloudy, which could be good or bad depending on what you want. There. Use the white to smear it up again. I can't say that that's great. In the business, we call it a CBB. It's acceptable, but it could be better. Let me find my light brown. There. Okay, what color is this? Let's do the agouti again, because that worked out great. Then the back of his hair could be orange. I like orange. So really, thank you guys for all your support all year. It really means a lot that I'm able to, oh look, I didn't do the feet. It really means a lot that I'm able to actually save animals and get them out of bad situations, even if the rescue's full. And that I'm able to stop what I'm doing and go. Sometimes at a moment's notice. I need a hairdresser. Okay, so let's see. So this is where we're at. I gotta get cracking. I'm gonna make the lips lavender because that add a little white. It's kind of a pink. Okay, back to the orange. Trying to really go in the direction that the hair would go. Okay, carefully do some dark brown. Let me put some red in the mouth here. You could probably go black too, or a dark brown. Let's do a little black and a little red. Leave that tooth white. Okay, some light brown now. And I'm actually going to shade around the edges. There's no rules. What color should this ear be? Let's go dark brown again. Try to create a little depth. Oh, you guys are being too kind. I think if everybody just does whatever they can, you know, the one thing I'm just lucky or fortunate that I live in California, close to the rescue, close-ish, and that I met Saskia when I did, back when the rescue was a lot smaller. And I learned a lot. Okay. And just at the right time, too. Yay! Okay. I'm going to go black for these eyes. Try to leave this little reflection right there. And look, he's already coming to life. Let's go lavender on the inside of the ear. And we'll go light brown on the outside. You sneezy, BB? You're gonna have to jump in the shower. Let's do the orange hair. And then we'll add a little brown to it. Come on, BB, eat your lunch. Okay, one pig done. I think maybe I'll go and I'll put a little hair textures. There's no reason why you can't do that. Why you can't add some extra lines. Just because there's lines in the drawing, you can always, there's no rules, so that makes me feel good to add those extra lines. So that's what I'm going to do. This is a situation that happens all the time. Alana's here. Oh man, you guys should see the clouds out the window, and they're coming this way. Okay, let's maybe make this piggy the opposite. So we'll give this piggy a black nose. You see a lot of piggies with white noses though. But if we leave everything white, you could just say that this is a fluffy fleece. But it does look like Carefresh because it's rounded. Carefresh is not my favorite type of bedding. It's just expensive. And it gets kind of stinky when it's wet. It's great for hammies though. You know, I think that this almost would be best with color pencils actually. Crayons would be okay, but I think staying inside the lines, I've learned a lot doing this coloring book. Staying inside the lines with crayons might be a little hard with some of these because of the thin lines when you print it out smaller. You can always go into your printer and print something out at a larger percentage, and it'll just crop it in the center. So I'm learning, and I'll do better on the next coloring book for sure. So if that becomes a problem for you guys, I apologize. Yay, BB's here. Took you long enough. Eat your lunch. The Bob Ross of guinea pigs. Thank you, Dan and William. Yay. I should make your coloring book a cartoon for kids. Yes, I'd love to. Your nose is stuffy, BB. BB would get a stuffy nose, and then I took him to the vet, and they like flushed out the beak hole and stuff, and it freaked him out, and he got super scared. And then a week later, his nose was stuffy again. They said that there wasn't anything wrong. It happens. What do you have, BB? Don't just eat those seeds. You got peppers in here. You got broccoli. Come on. Don't just eat the seeds. He's like, it's Christmas. I want to eat junk food. No. There's some dried broccoli in there. Good. Yes, eat some good stuff. There's dried carrots in there from yesterday. Uh-oh. I dropped a pencil. Okay, let's keep going. Uh-oh. My phone popped out of the tripod. Okay. Orange. And where's my light brown? Why couldn't I make a purple guinea pig or a green guinea pig? This guinea pig could have blue eyes, but that's pretty rare. Even though this is one solid color block, I'm going to do a fade so that it's brighter in the front so that this stands out. So I can do it however I want it. And then I can fade it darker down here a little. How does that look? I think once I get this eye, where's my black? Once I get these eyes filled in, these piggies will come to life. It's nothing like an eye, the center of an eye when you're drawing to make a character come alive. You get these piggy lips. I don't have a good pink color, unfortunately. That's kind of where I'm at. But a little white, a little lavender, and a little red. Uh-oh, where's my lavender? They call it violet. What was that noise? You okay, Dice? You're sneezy? Just cleaning yourself? Definitely spending time in the piggy room. You can't ignore your pigs and expect to discover illnesses. Some people maybe they don't want to discover illnesses. But you can't, just because you ignore it doesn't mean it's not happening. I need to eat lunch, BB. We've been doing this for a long time. But it's fun to finally color after all this hard work and all this time. But it'd also be good to stop thinking about this coloring book and to do some laundry. Oops, I colored outside the lines a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay, let's do some texture. These are some cute piggies. Oh, I should probably do that a different color. Let's go dark brown on the ear. It's a good idea to have shapes that are next to each other, different colors, so that they really stand out, but you don't have to. The guinea pig could be all one color if you wanted. I'm actually glad I have these color pencils instead of the crayons. Much better. Should we do an orange blonde agouti? They're brothers. These piggies are brothers. Okay, light brown. We'll do light brown next to the dark brown, and as we get closer to the light brown, we'll switch to the dark brown. See how that works. I might need a pencil sharpener. Maybe he has a black rear end, just like his nose. Okay. Working on my shading. I'm sure you can't see this as well. I like adding the fur texture into these shapes. So I'm going to add some more. Okay, we're getting there. That's it? That's all you want, BB? That's all you want? You pooped in there. Why'd you poop in there? You're not a guinea pig. You're not supposed to poop in your food. We'll just have to let it dry, and then I'll scoop it out. You've learned some bad habits from these piggies, haven't you? Relax, baby, relax. Look at that. I like that. I like this technique. I'm learning a different way of doing things. I've gotten better at coloring over the course of this drawing. Where's my dark brown? Come here. Hi, baby. Here, you want to chew the corner? There's a BB and a BB. There's a BB and a BB together. Who's that? Look, BB, it's you. What do you think? Let's give him lavender paws, BB. What do you think, BB? We can do anything we want. Purple paws, piggies with purple. You like it? You like it? Here, you can chew on this corner. Not too far, because if we frame it, If we frame it, this has to be under the frame. Okay, that's all you get. You added your own special touch. You're a weirdo. You're weird. Okay, so how would I do shading on the white? Let's first try with some blue. And then we can fade into some black. You gotta have a very light touch. Same thing. Maybe let's try the opposite. We'll do black and we'll fade it into blue. Why are you being so silly? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's okay. Come here. Come back. Come back. Oh no, baby. You're so jumpy. You can come back anytime you want, BB. So you see what I'm doing with the white? Oh my gosh, the wind out there is crazy. Switch back to the black. I think this works. Yeah. Same thing under the paw. It helps to do like a little add your own line. Looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Maybe we'll do a couple more little details. BB's back. Come on. Come on back. BB, come back. BB, come back. What's the temperature in here? Oh, look at that. 73 degrees, BB. BB, come back. Oh, BB, won't you come back to me? BB, BB, yeah. Oh, BB, 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 BB. Oh, BB, 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 BB. BB, BB. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Merry Christmas. Yeah, if you join the Patreon, you can get it for practically 60% off. If you join the Patreon crew. BB. Hi, Solvang. Look at that dust, you dusty bird. Solvang is a city in California. It's like I don't know if it's like a Dutch town. I don't know if there's a Solvang somewhere in Europe that it's named after. That probably makes sense. Come here, BB. Come on. Aha, yes. I figured there was a Denmark and Holland. There's a Solvang in Denmark. That's what the place is named after. If you Google Solvang, California, you will see that it's like a little European fancy town. It's like a little tourist town, but it's a nice place to walk around. Yes. That's a Denmark and Holland. You know, because geography. BB. You're distracting me. You're distracting me from my work. Okay, so I'm doing a little shading here. I think I'm going to leave the grids white because I think that'll look nice, which means the background should be, what's a nice color that's not too distracting? What's a color that I haven't used? Pretty much use all these colors except for this weird mint. But I don't know if this mint color, it's light blue. No, I don't think well, maybe. We'll do a little test up in this corner. All right, let's try it. We got the light blue. It could look weird around this blue. I don't think it matters too much. What color should I do the background? If I push, I can make it look a little different. What color should I do the background, guys? Now's your chance to put some input. Pink? Red and green for Christmas. That could be a good idea. Green? How about green with some red, like, glowing? All right, good. So how about we'll do it like this. I'll do some red. So it'll be like the background's kind of like out of focus. Oops. I colored inside the lines a little bit. I'm fired. Oh, I did it again. You get what I'm doing though? Rainbow. Baby. I like the idea of having it Christmas colors because even though it's not a Christmas themed drawing, it's Christmas today. And so when I look at this drawing, I'll always remember that we drew it on Christmas. We drew it on Christmas. Jasmine, you got hacked. So we'll do it like this. So it's going to be a green background. I don't know if that was supposed to be a bar or if that was supposed to be a bar. I think I screwed up again. I am not good at this. Okay, just one more Christmas light. I guess I could have some blue lights too. Let's do one blue light right there. And we'll go back to green. I'm going to color this over green. The only way I think I would get good at not coloring over the lines is if I got an electric shock every time I did it. That's the only way I think I would learn. But I think if you're careful, the overall effect ends up looking good anyways. How can you tell if your guinea pigs are fighting? Their teeth are chattering. Watch my bonding videos, and then you'll know when to separate them. Remember, guys, I've got a guinea pig care guide where I share everything I've learned volunteering at the guinea pig rescue. Been volunteering there for practically 10 years. I think I met Saskia over 10 years ago. This is one of my blue lights. Maybe it needs to be dark blue to really stand out. That doesn't stand out very well. BB, come back. BB, come back. Yeah, I think some of these, the lines are so detailed that color pencils are going to be the best bet. I'll have to write something like that. But you can really get, I think these color pencils were $1 or $2. They were not very expensive. Pretty much any place where you can get crayons, you should be able to get inexpensive color pencils. Even the dollar store probably has inexpensive color pencils. Or markers, you could always use markers. It was definitely a balancing act between putting enough detail in there and making the lines and the shapes big enough. So hopefully it doesn't drive you guys crazy. That's why with games, right, they do something called play testing. I needed to do color testing, where I actually colored them and said, okay, some of these lines are very small. Some of these shapes are very small. I'll get better at it, I promise. You don't want to have a coloring book where there's no detail and all the shapes are huge. That's boring. So it's kind of a compromise, I guess. Yay, thanks, Leia. But you'd be surprised how many people message me with the most basic questions. Someone emailed me once, what kind of cage do I recommend? It's like you have to like literally skip over my care guide to get to the contact form. You could just email me scottiesanimals@gmail.com, but if somebody uses the contact form, I can tell that it says something about contact form or something. So I know that they've come from my website instead of just opening Gmail and messaging me. But I understand, especially if there's an emergency, it's a lot easier to just ask somebody a question and try to research the answer. I'm running out of lead. BB, are you ready to take a nap? We got to get back to work. We're almost done here. Really do appreciate all of your encouragement, all of the support, and especially for all you patrons. Thank you guys so much. Patreon really creates a consistent way for me to know that I'm going to be able to do this. And I'm really, really grateful. I was just doing the math, and I don't know. It's just an interesting fact, and I'm not complaining, but gas alone to go to the rescue 4 times a month, which is I go every week, the gas alone is $200. So, but it's worth it to me to be able to help find more piggies good homes. And I live very modestly, so all of your support and donations and everything, I really stretch it as far as I can. I don't go out to eat. I cook at home. Of course, that's more has to do with my food allergies. All right, I'm almost done. We can put this thing in a frame, BB. I think I have some leftover cheapy frames. Man, the wind is blowing like crazy. Look at that. Let's hear it, Deez. Oh, thank you, Guinea Pig Talks. Couldn't you use public transportation to get to the rescue? No, I live 3 hours away in the desert. And I mean, public transportation is great, but during a pandemic, 3 hours on public transit also, I mean, when you live in California, a car and I mean, there's a million reasons why having a vehicle in California is important, but also as somebody who rescues animals, having my own vehicle is paramount, and it's one of my main expenses. Um, but um, also during a pandemic, 3 hours on a bus would be look at that. So if I had tan, then I would turn this from Carefresh to kiln dried pine shavings. There's a couple other drawings where it's fleece, where it's obviously fleece instead of bedding. I want to do, where's my blue? But not a stupid question. You know, in New York City and things like that, most people don't have cars and most people don't drive, or even if you do have a car, most people don't use their cars every day. But California is very different. And yes, the main thing is I need to be able to be mobile so that I can rescue animals. Oh, wow. Thank you, Sarfraj. Did I pronounce that right? Yeah, you can't really see how bright the colors are. I don't really do pet portraits. My friend Allison Wong does pet portraits. Purple hippopotami is her Etsy. Or no, her Etsy is Fat Manatee. Purple, FATMANATEE, Fat Manatee. But email me. Maybe I will do a quick something if you ask nicely. It's hard to say no, and if I can do something and raise funds to benefit the piggies, then why not? Well, let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback about my coloring book, positive and negative. Like I said, some of these lines, some of the shapes are very small, and it might be frustrating with crayons instead of color pencils. But I got these color pencils. This is a 12 color set. And I'm pretty sure I got it at like Walmart or someplace very cheaply. So this is a good idea to have the different colors in the background. It does look like a string of lights. But yes, post your pictures on Instagram or you can send them to me. These you can always message me through my website, and I've got a ton of. So I didn't answer about how many animals I have, but I've had guinea pigs, I have a bird, I've had fish, I had a garter snake when I was a kid, I've had hamsters and gerbils and rats, and I had a rabbit. So lots of different animals. And I've fostered a number of different types of animals. So I've got to get back to work. I've got to clean practically every cage. So, and I'm going to try to do a patron exclusive live stream over this holiday. I don't know if anybody would want to buy this. It's not very good, and I'm sure you could do it better. Uh-oh. You're right. Thank you. We're not done yet. But I'm almost out of green. Thank you. Haha. That would have drove me crazy. But if you join Patreon, you get the coloring book and access to exclusive live streams. And with those live streams, there's hardly anybody on. And if I'm not coloring and I'm answering questions, it's like basically we're having like a one-on-one conversation, or a 10-to-1. The last live stream I did for the patrons, I think there was only like 10 people. I've got to be better about doing it at different times. And I promise in the new year I'm going to do more. Of course, maybe I said that last year. But if you guys enjoy it, I really want to make it a priority. Yes, well, I still have some coffee in that pot. But yes, that was pretty relaxing, pretty mellow. Okay, well, I'm going to post this picture on my Instagram, and I will push the contrast so that you can really see the colors as accurately as possible. It seems it's like a little washed out on the video camera. Yay! Yes, it definitely would be a good tips. I'll have to come up with some incentives to get people to do the super chats. For $1, I will scratch Gary's chin. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for yeah, a caption. Oh, thank you, Leah. Yeah, what are the guinea pigs saying? This one's saying, look, it's a dragon. This one's saying, you better not poop on my head. Ha 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 ha. The guinea pig cult. How do you become a patron member? Click the link. Click the link in the description or go to my website. There's all sorts of, or you can just search Scotty's Animals Patreon. Patreon's pretty easy to navigate. I guess so, Ellie. Yeah. If you look, there's actually a lot, I don't know, the colors look a little washed out, like I keep saying. So I will take a good picture, and Instagram allows you to adjust the colors. So, but imagine this in a nice black frame. I think it would look nice. But remember, uh, where the coloring book is, there are 3 sample pages that you can print out. 3 sample pages plus also the cover. The cover, you could easily color the cover. The agouti. Oh, thank you. It's BB! BB's like, would you get out of here already? Thanks, Lauren. Yes, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Oh, that was a boring video, huh? Thanks, Catherine. Oh, I've got to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze on my drawing. Get boogers on it. Thank you. Yes, this one was directly, I created the drawing, the coloring book, after someone suggested that they wanted BB to be in the coloring book also. So this was based on a viewer suggestion. Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys were able to have a fun conversation while I was coloring in the chat. So thank you guys so much. Thank you all for the super chat donations. It really means a lot. Do one of the slugs. I'm driving to Tucson next week to drop off the hamsters that I rescued. I will try to post some more pictures of the hamsters on Instagram. I didn't get to that today. I was focusing on the drawing. So I will definitely, and of course there's going to be a video about the hamster rescue. But I'll show a video soon of all my fosters and everybody that's here. I doubt that Weed Whacker and BB will ever meet. But if you want to see a funny video that I made a long time ago when I first started my channel, it's called Goose Love Affair. And that is a video about Weed Whacker and BB. And that's a really, really funny video, actually, I thought. The video is about the fact that I'm cheating on BB with Weed Whacker. It didn't do very well, but I thought it was a hilarious video. Oh, thank you, Guinea Pig Talks. Yes, thank you, Catherine. It's really weird. There's a part where I take a Weed Whacker's feather and I rub it all over my face in a very weird, suggestive way. Weed Whacker is really good. He's great. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get back to work and make some coffee, make some lunch. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I'll be sending you a thank you message, and you can always message me through there or through my email. Yeah, thank you guys so much for all your support, and I will see you soon. Yes, the password for the coloring book is all caps. You'll get a message when you go. If you sign up on Patreon, there's a whole post about it. Got to be at the $5 level though. There's a $1 Patreon where you get access to the exclusive feed, but the coloring book is for $5 and up. But considering it's $8 on my website, you get to save $3 and you get discounts on the shop. At the $5 level, you get a discount on a Scotty's Animals t-shirt, and you get access to videos that I don't post on YouTube, and you can post yourself also in the community tab. But you know, you could always sign up for the $5 level and then cancel after a month. I don't expect my patrons to be patrons forever. There's plenty of other worthy creators on Patreon doing amazing things. You know, there's even lawyers on Patreon. There's people fighting for justice. I'm fighting for guinea pig justice. Thank you. Thank you, Pogo Koala. Oh, Gary just popcorned. All right, you guys, Merry Christmas. It's it's funny. I don't know if it's a YouTuber thing, but it's like you're like, okay, I'm winding the chat down. I'm winding the chat down, and then it like you don't end it. Oh, thank you, Jay. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I have had patrons that have been on for over a year now, and it's amazing, and I really appreciate it. And you guys have a direct line to me. Of course, everybody can just message me through email, but um, with the email, I try to get back within 24 hours. And with a Patreon message, I really try to message right away. If I'm driving, I wait until I'm done driving, but I try to respond to my patrons right away as soon as I can. Yes, you can, no matter anywhere in the world, you can order my t-shirts. They should be shipping worldwide no matter where you are. So check out my Etsy shop. There's a link on my website, Scotty's Animals. Or of course, you guys know in the description of this video and all the videos, there's links to my shop and there's links to my playlists and other various things. So, but my website is a hub for all of my social media and for everything. Yanhua. When I read Yanhua, it looks like a yawn. But it's right. You never walk alone. Uh, so okay. If you guys are patrons, then I will post that I'm going to go live. Hopefully, give you guys a couple hours heads up notice before I do. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Well, I didn't know what it meant either. I just Googled it. It's amazing all the information that Google has collected over the last few years. Uh, any, I appreciate all of my patrons. Um, well, of course, Patreon is safe and secure. Um, but, even watching the videos, every little bit helps. I don't expect you guys to support me financially. Um, but I'm grateful for those who have donated and who have become patrons. Um, but I'm not expecting it. Um, the thing is, if you don't ask, then nobody knows. So, and I'm not asking for myself, I'm asking for the animals and for the rescue. I realized a long time ago that I don't want to start a rescue. There's plenty of rescues that are struggling. But by creating the YouTube channel and by working from home, I have the flexibility to do things. Saskia can't just leave and go to the shelter and pick up guinea pigs, but I can, and I can help people who run rescues in ways that if I started a rescue, I would not be able to do. If I started I made a video, don't start a rescue. Don't start a rescue. Help rescues that already exist. Don't start a shelter. Go volunteer at a shelter. I think if you have knowledge about a certain type of animal and you can volunteer at a shelter where they have more general knowledge and don't really know much about animals, it's amazing how animal shelters and animal control know so little about the animals that they're saving. Claire, one of our volunteers, she told me, I think it was Claire, told me that she went to go check on or save some guinea pigs, and in their food bowl was the wooden pellets that are used as bedding instead of food. And that's crazy. It's crazy to think that people whose job it is to rescue and take care of animals at animal shelters, they can't, I mean, they don't know what kind of food to give. They're giving them wooden pellets. uh, I wish I had a collection of all your crazy comments, um, because they are hilarious. That would be a great book. The Pogo Koala Guinea Pig Comment Book. All right, you guys. Okay, I'm really going to end it this time. So here's the drawing. I will be posting this, but of course, yes, the sanctuary. Yes, that's right, Catherine. Um, it's true, Marie. When I rescued Bob the bearded dragon, um, I didn't know very much about bearded dragons, but I watched a couple videos. I watched a Tyler Ruggie video, and I watched another video from like some other lizard channel. And hi, Gary. I love when Gary runs over his bridge. This little bridge deal was such a fun idea. So if you haven't seen my video called, we can't see that. If you haven't seen Guinea Pig City, definitely check that video out. Okay. All right. Back to work. Look at my cowboy boots. My vegan leather, fake leather cowboy boots. All right. Yeah, I have an idea about a video, a blues song. Yep, they are. They are vegan fake leather cowboy boots. Oh, and these, check these out. They're a little dusty. These are my Guinea Pig Converse All-Stars. So these are on my Etsy shop. They are made overseas. They're one of the few things that are made overseas and not in the US, because it's the only company that makes these shoes. But they are basically Guinea Pig Converse. So you can order these, and they're pretty soft on the inside too. I've gone skateboarding with these. They've got memory foam on the inside, but so I designed these with the guinea pig camo. I think they even come in different colors. Two people have gotten guinea pig combat boots. They're like Doc Marten boots, but with this pattern on them. Other people have gotten them in the past, and I know that they said that they were good quality. So these are under $50, I think. So check out my shop. I basically don't make any, hardly, I make like maybe $5 on a pair of these, but I offered them because they're super cool. Yes, these are also, there's no leather. They're 100% vegan. It's just rubber, and this might be pleather, but they're pretty durable. And I think they're really cool with the black toe. Anyways, oh boy. Yeah, you know, I wear these like minimal shoes with flat. These are the kinds of shoes that I've been wearing, but I can wear these for short periods of time without it bothering me. But I've switched to these shoes, and it's amazing how strong my feet. Whoo! How strong my feet have gotten. What am I doing for the holidays? Taking care of the animals, catching up on cleaning cages. I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes and spinach. Oh man, that's what I'm gonna do tonight, and then I'll probably watch It's a Wonderful Life and have a good cry. A little bit. These shoes I need to wash them, but you can wash them by hand very easily. These are called Zero shoes. Zero shoes. These guys were on Shark Tank. Um, all right, you guys, I'm getting totally distracted. Uh, okay, thank you guys so much for all your support. It's time to clean. Maybe I'll make another one of those chore videos because, this is the season to watch It's a Wonderful Life. For sure. The thing is about these shoes, and then I'll go, is you don't want support. Watch the video on Zero Shoes. There's a video that they made at Zero Shoes called Why You Shouldn't Wear Comfortable Shoes. And the thing is, it's like wearing a cast. The more support you have, the more weak your feet get. The less support you have, the more strength you build in your feet, and you support yourself with your muscles and tendons. And I can vouch for these shoes after wearing them for over a year that they've strengthened my feet, and I have extremely horrible flat feet. Anyways, this is a boring topic. Yes, but what you do is you get shoes like that. Talk to a podiatrist. But you get shoes like that and you wear them for 15 minutes a day, then you wear them for 30 minutes a day, and then you wear them little by little. They're basically like being barefoot. A doctor can't tell you never be barefoot. So I mean, there are people, and there have been people in the history of the world that have run, dozens of miles barefoot, and they have like the strongest feet in the world. So anyways, the logic of minimal shoes made sense to me, and I gave them a try, and I can tell you that from your feet all the way up, they strengthen your feet, they strengthen your posture. It's really great. But anyways, well, I just visit my parents. My parents just came to California a couple weeks ago, and my brother lives in San Diego. So, yeah, I'll probably go visit him before the new year, or sometime soon. I should go visit him. I'll wait till this Omicron wave drops a little bit. But I don't feel lonely because I have millions of emails to answer, and I'm not a person that gets depressed and lonely, really, because I'm always very inspired. I have a mission to accomplish, and I've got all these animals to take care of. Yeah, I'm in California. What did I say? Did I misspeak? I'm in California. I'm in the desert. My brother's in San Diego. My parents live on the East Coast, and they just came and visited me. So I wouldn't ask them to get on a plane right now. And really, by the time the end of the day comes and I've finished all the chores that I have for the end of the day, if I can just cook some dinner and watch an episode of Star Trek or something. No, my parents live on the East Coast, anyways, I may go to Virginia next year for Thanksgiving. Everything's up in the air. I'm hoping to go visit my uncle in Mississippi for the Easter, Passover, Jazz Fest holiday. Hopefully all of those will coincide. Yeah, I grew up in Northern Virginia. But it's a full house here. No, guinea pigs don't need a salt wheel. That is a very good question. But no, They do not need a salt wheel. I should have put that on my money wasters. I don't know the next time I'm going to go to Florida, but I used to go to school in Virginia. I mean, in Georgia. Nope, they don't need a mineral block. They don't need a wood chew. But one of my favorite drives is starting out in Savannah, Georgia, where I went to school, and driving all the way down to Key West. Man, that is a really fun, beautiful drive. Uh-oh, the boys are going crazy over there. Okay, but seriously, what time is it now? Let's see. If I started at 11 and it's been 3 hours, 12, 1, 2, is it really almost 2 o'clock? That means there's only 2.5 hours. Well, first of all, you'd be surprised how many Latinos there are in Northern Virginia. Lots of them. On the West Coast, you have a lot of people of Mexican descent and from Mexico, but on the East Coast, you have a lot of Central and South Americans and a lot of Cubans. But no, I'm just a Euro mutt. Yes, exactly. There's a lot of Salvadorians in Northern Virginia. Yes, Northern Virginia is actually one of the most diverse places, and I'm so grateful that my entire public school was so diverse. Ooh, BB's sleeping. Look at this. Look at my sweet bird. So that means it's time to go. Because I got to sneak out of this room without waking him up, go make some lunch, and then hopefully by then he'll be done napping. My sweet bird. My sweet BB. Okay. No. Shh. Go back to sleep, BB. Shh. I'll be quiet. Okay, you guys. It's almost 3 hours, so. Until next time, you guys. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. All right, bye, guys. 2 hours, 59 minutes, 11 seconds. Okay, guys. Don't forget to post all of your coloring. I can't wait to see it. Okay, until next time. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas. And if you're a patron, be on the lookout. Set your notifications up. I will probably be going live again very shortly. Okay. Merry Christmas, you guys.